Hi, welcome to the Energies of July for 2025. We're going to start with a brief summary of the astrology for the month ahead, including the full moon and the new moons. And then there will be a channel transmission from what I've been told from guidance during my morning today. And I'm recording this on the 30th of June, so just one day before we start July. The group of guides that are joining us in this particular channeled message are calling themselves the Council of Stars. So when the moment comes, I will open to receive what they would like to share with us for the upcoming month. All right, so we have quite a bit going on this month with a few planets changing signs. We have some planets going retrograde, including Mercury, not until the 18th of July. But it's a month with a fair bit of activity, change, movement, a lot of communication between the planets, lots of different aspects being made between, particularly for Venus. And she starts out the month still in Taurus. And on the 4th of July, she moves into Gemini and aspects Uranus, Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto, all between the 4th and the 7th of July. So feeling into what we love, how we love, our passions, our interests, what lights us up, what opens our hearts. That part of us is going to have some extra stimulation coming from these other planets, some extra interaction, inputs coming in. And once she moves into Gemini, there's the potential for there to be more activity mentally in this energy of Venus, and potentially newness, new ideas, novelty, freshness, new perspectives could be really available to us with how we love, who we love, and what we love in this season of Cancer. So while the sun's still in Cancer, we have our full moon on the 11th of July, which will be in Capricorn. And I don't have a whole lot to say about the full moon. It's not aspecting in a close orb. It's not aspecting any major planets for us. Different astrologers will say different things. The orb that I'm using is only a small degree. It's 3 degrees. So there may be some other information that comes to you around that. The sun is going to be trine the North Node around the full moon. So that is a beautiful potential for where are you headed? What is the big picture for you right now? What is your soul's journey showing you through life's events, through signs, synchronicities, communication you're having? So this full moon being trine the North Node is extra special to have this sort of bigger vision made aware to you, perhaps. So that could be an intention that you set for the 11th of July. We have Uranus going into Gemini on the 7th of July, and this is big news because Uranus has been in Taurus for more than 7 years. So this is a really big gear change. It's a little bit like we had Jupiter changing signs last month. We've had Saturn and Neptune change signs. And we're really noticing this accumulation, and I would even say an acceleration of upgrade, change, new environments, new conditions that we're living our lives in. And whenever these planets change signs, we get to experience their energy in a different landscape with different features. So as Uranus moves into Gemini, there's stuff afoot in the world that I'm not going to go into that is a little bit disruptive and fired up, we might say. There's some fired up energy that is going to be stimulated by this sign change of Uranus, and it does have some interactions with some countries' charts. Again, I'm not going to go into any detail. Let's feel into what it might be for us. It's moving from an earth sign into an air sign. It's moving from a sign that is to do with the planet, the earth, the elements, the body, money, financial systems, objects, belongings, and how we feed and look after our daily well-being, into the sign of Gemini, which is very much about ideas and technology and learning and communication and entertainment and lots of very different energy. It's a lot more mental rather than physical, and it's a lot less grounded. So what we want to be aware of with Uranus's transit in Gemini is not becoming too ungrounded, not running away with ideas before we've had a chance to let them land properly and look at the practicalities, look at the logic, and feel into the physical ramifications of ideas that we may have, with the drive of Uranus being to improve, validate, make things more authentic, throw out anything that's old and outdated and bring in the new. We want to make sure, with its energy being governed by Mercury in Gemini, Mercury ruled Gemini, that it's not too rapid, too spontaneous, too impulsive. Okay. As we move further through the month, we're going to have the sun move into Leo. And as it moves into Leo, it starts talking to Pluto, but it will also go into a trine with Saturn and with Neptune, who are both sitting in the early degrees of Aries. I'm going like this on my heart because I feel like that's going to feel like a lot. There's going to be a lot of contrasting energies, with Saturn wanting to slow, Neptune wanting to dream, Pluto wanting to transform and uncover the truth. The sun communicating with all those powerful energies from let's just say the 24th of July is when it sort of really kicks off properly. It's big, and it would be a nice time to be really aware of self-care. And with the new moon happening on the 25th of July, it will feel like a real new beginning. And that new moon, it has got all those aspects in it. It's got the trine to Saturn, and a sextile to Uranus, the trine to Neptune, because Neptune and Saturn are really close to each other, and an opposition to Pluto. So it could be quite a deep, dark, contemplative new moon that could feel really alive with potential for change. All right. That's, I think, all we need to share on the astrology, and there will be more coming from me with that full moon and the new moon. There'll be things I'll be sharing on those as the time gets closer. Here's your invitation just to check in with your body right now, connecting with your heart, maybe placing the hand on the heart. Settling in, coming out of the busy mind, out of the intellect, letting go of the astrology. It is just one layer of reality. It is not everything. It is a tool that we can pick up and put down again. And there is much more around us, within us, that we can access, that expands wider, goes deeper, is more profound and maybe even holds greater truth. So I'm just going to check in and make myself available for the channeled message from the Council of Stars. We are here and we are ready to communicate with you via this channel. Thank you for this sacred moment of transmission in peace, transmitting care and love from your star brothers and sisters in ancient and far galaxies. This time on Earth is remarkable, meaningful, far-reaching, and important. So important that we wish to spend this time with you and transmit healing frequencies to you now that you may feel through your heart frequency, through all parts of your energy fields, bodies, channels, and centers. There is no time like this moment, like this present moment to receive. And breathing in, you shall receive healing that will create a sense of upliftment, increased frequency, a sense of well-being that endures. Your capacity to receive is limitless, dependent on your willingness, your trust in divine will, your trust in your own divinity and universality. All that you perceive is magical, correct, divinely guided, and instrumental in what is to come. We are creating heaven on earth now. This month ahead creates sacred portals as always, and we invite you to make special occasion of the 7th of the 7th, for there will be extra emissions of light from your sun, from the grand suns of the galaxies, from the grand suns of the greater universe, onto your planet to lift the light frequencies. And you are being prepared now to receive these more effectively from us and from many other channels, many other sources of light, and many remedies you already use, such as crystals, flower essences, homeopathics, herbal medicines, plant medicines, liquids from sacred springs. The magical energy of water is lifting in its awareness from those who are sharing it. All is pure and sacred. We are lighting up these cells in your body, and you may know that the journey that you are on is very specific to your cell frequency and very limited by your cell frequency due to ancestral pain. May we lift this pain to any degree that is possible in this moment of now. Breathing in healing, releasing density, grounding your energy to your Mother Gaia as your frequency raises. All is a fractal of a fractal of a fractal. All is representative of the whole. You can change the whole. Your energy is important. And there is great purity in your heart when you remember it is so. The turning within is all that is needed. The myth of efforting, straining and striving is dropping away now to free you up to recognize your divinity is already here. Peace is already here. It dwells within every single heart on this planet in different shapes and forms. May we breathe in together. To receive. Thank you for being part of our community, dear human brothers and sisters, your star brothers and sisters. Thank you greatly. There is more, but not for now. We return you to the care of this channel. We are complete. Oh. Oh. Thank you for opening up, receiving, sharing. Anything you want to let me know about in the comments, I would be very grateful to hear. And many, many blessings for a healing, bountiful, peaceful, reflective, and joyful July. See you next time.